Welcome to Diablo 4 Sins of the Horadrim. Sins of the Horadrim. I am Sammy. This is Sammy. You are Sammy. We are all Sammy. And today we are going to continue working towards the season quest. I have like 2 quests to do. I've got to go to the manor for one part, and then I have to hit some nightmare dungeons, collect some points, and then I can go to the next part. But I also am looking for Arcana spells. I think that those drop inside of the nightmare dungeon strong rooms, but I haven't had a single one drop except for the one that was in the story, in the seasonal quest. Let me move this a little bit. You guys don't need to see my microphone. So, yeah, that is another goal. I would be very embarrassed if I were stuck at chapter 1 for the entire season because I can't figure out how to make an Arcana spell drop. If I need to, I will drop the difficulty down so that I can do these strong rooms with confidence and just rip through the enemies. But I feel pretty good about my character, and I'm even on penitent difficulty. Taking a look at that, that is the highest until I am able to open up the Artificer's Pit and clear tier 10. So that's where we're at. That's what's going on. I'm gonna ride my horse. Why not? It's not very far away. All right. And since I have a little quest that I can do, might as well.
Oh, goodness.
I see what you saw in them, brother and sister. I wish you could have met them too.
Oh, she would have loved them. She was a wanderer herself.
All right, saying goodbye.
On the contrary, saying a long overdue hello. And I missed you. I'm sorry. Oh, I blame Donan for doing as I thought Horadrim did. Swooping in, hiding messes, leaving them to be discovered by the survivors of their mistakes. But that's not it, is it? What they do is try. They spit in the face of futility, justice, and light. That was the oath he took. And he sacrificed everything to fulfill it. I couldn't take up their mantle, but I could stand to carry out their mission here in Scosglen.
Or you could not abandon your dear friend and instead return to the college with me. They'd have you back, you know. Begrudgingly, but still.
Indeed. Let's see. This is a tricky one. Because I'm the hero of the common folk. Like, why would I recommend that they get in on my turf? Like, so I'm also kind of thinking, like, Scosglen is lacking in druids. Why don't you stay here and you cover this, and I will continue to be the hero of the people. But then again, there's the Avengers thought of more heroes means more safe, so therefore recruit as many new heroes as you can, and just get rid of them when they become problematic. This Sammy is selfish. He's gonna say Scosglen still bears scars. The druids need your help.
I think I owe them, anyway. For how awfully Luhtred was mangled by that ritual at the Scar. They'll need another way to clean up Nefene's blood. Very well. Davish? I'm afraid you're stuck with me for now.
Yay!
Better be. I was afraid I'd have to suffer old Ardrith's endless mumbling on my own.
Perish the thought.
Well, I'm glad they get to stay together. And they're in love. Oh, and he doesn't want to talk to me anymore? Okay, so if we were to continue to roll with this one, that is what our board looks like. This is the only one that is not at 3 out of 3. There might be another one that's only at 1 out of 3, but we're not going to stick with this build. But we can try it out for a minute. We're not going to spend our Paragon points until we are ready. What do we have going on? Like, they're telling me I've still got stuff to do in the season, which is fine, but I'm like, I can do this too? Like, who knows what else could be hiding in Eldheim? I should do a thorough sweep to find out if any other Horadric relics are within. Why not? And that'll give me a chance to try out the last of this leveling build. And then maybe we can find our equipment that will become the new stuff. All right. I like this minion leveling build. There were times when it was not very good, and I think there is a typo in the build. They make it look like you're going to be using corpse tendrils as an ability, but you don't use corpse tendrils as an ability because it is not one of the abilities that you ever learn. And I don't see anything in my equipment that would allow me to use corpse tendrils. So if you're using the maxroll.gg Necromancer minion leveling guide, just know that you need the corpse explosion, not the corpse tendrils. You could probably select corpse tendrils instead. You just have to, you know, go off book, essentially. Okay. Where will we find treasure in Eldheim? Okay. Cool, cool, cool. I forgot all about glyphs for a second. I was just kind of like, what was that I just picked up? Neff, take the stone to the bulwark walls. See what the mason can do to restore it. Be gentle with it now. It's older than Eldheim herself. Tell me that you love me, yeah. So really the only reason I have not switched over to my in-game build is because I've kind of used all of the tempering rerolls on everything that I currently have equipped. So I kind of need to collect new armor, like a full set. And then we'll start working on it. It'll be cool. Okay. I don't really need to be fighting these guys. I'm just doing it. Because why not? Okay. I will kind of skip these guys. I don't need to be fighting them. The real rewards are in here, and we want to find some more equipment, some more loot. Wow, 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 wow. All right. We do want to complete this dungeon, because I'm pretty sure it is a dungeon. Yep. Even if we don't use the thing, like, I don't like to enter a dungeon without completing it. Like, why not? Yes. There's the door. I was a little confused. I couldn't really see the environment. It was a little distracting. I didn't know what I was looking at. It's not my fault. I get easily confused.
Shale, you've done the work of angels. The Great Hall looks magnificent. But I must pass on.
Hello, Blazin'! It is good to have you here today. I hope you are feeling better than you were yesterday. In case you missed the beginning, we are working on the season quest, the season storyline. And we're also looking for Arcana powers, because I don't know how to get those. All right, before I move on, okay, it's the next one. Okay. I'm all right. I'm fine. I'm okay. I'm doing the best I can. It is what it is. It is interesting. As they say in the disc world, there is an old curse. May you live in interesting times. And I have been cursed. Okay. Good. Oh my gosh, I feel like every time I hit a shrine, it's cursed. Okay. Get out of there! Woo! I hope everybody who's hanging out is doing well. Whether or not you are in chat, you don't need to be. I do hope you are doing well. I hope you are having a good day. It's a little hot in my area today. It's in the mid-90s Fahrenheit. A little bit on the warm side. No, I'm not doing it. I don't wanna. Just trying to complete this quest. Oh, and I left behind some animus. I gotta go get that. We're not allowed to just leave our garbage behind. Okay. Still trying to find whatever this relic is. It is somewhere on this floor, so I can't be going into the boss arena. Well, I can, I just have to come back. I'm mostly saying that for myself because sometimes I forget to go do the quest item, and I just run away, and then I'm like, wait, why is it telling me to go back? Alright, everybody dead? I think they are finally dead. There it is. There it is.
Here lie the ruins of Albuquerque, the city of walking dunes. The monument from which this piece came commemorated the Order's first real success. The first sealing of a prime evil. But it also mourned our first failure. For Mephisto's capture leveled the city and killed thousands.
Fight you up.
Ooh! Ooh! Variana, you make me so angry. I am never going to get another chance to listen to that, and she has interrupted it. Oh, that makes me mad. I wouldn't be mad if there were a way to listen to the crap that I have picked up in the past. But nope. Can't listen to it. We'll never get to know. All because she had to give one of her generic lines that she gives all the time, and the game decided that was a priority. I'm not upset about this. I'm just a little frustrated. So dumb.
That's a prime cost.
Whatever. Whatever. No one cares. I don't care. It might sound like I care, but that's only because I was dumb enough to think that, you know, this was a world that I should care about, that this was lore that someone worked on. Yay. All right, let's finish this off and then we'll go talk to Brianna. And then I think we need to go deal with Nightmare Dungeons. I think. I kind of want to just finish the season quest. And then I'll worry about, you know, all of the stuff that I need. Did I fight the butcher? I don't remember that. Okay. So we're going to start adding these things to our favorites because I don't necessarily want to put them on yet. I want to wait until I can be like, okay, let's change everything over and then we will do that. So I am currently using the Minion Necromancer leveling build, but I am not going to be doing anything else in it. I am going to start preparing to do the Bloodwave Necro build. And let's see, the Mythic version is going to use Air of Perdition and, of course, Shroud of False Death, because everything does. And it's also using a two-handed weapon, which is kind of surprising. I always figured you want to use one in each because then you can put more gems on, but what do I know? What do I know? I'm not very smart. These people, they come up with this stuff. They're smarter than me. And it looks like I am going to sacrifice all of my minions. Okay, so looking at this, I need Keseme's Legacy, Fast Blood Aspect, Tidal Aspect, and Aspect of Ultimate Shadow. Okay. Nope, that's what I was worried about. Let's go ahead and head back to Karagar first, just to melt everything down, put the butcher's weapon into my stash, because I think I have a lesser version available. I don't. Okay. It does make me a little bit nervous that there is, something here that I have not collected before. So it looks like the aspect of adaptability. Let me just make sure that that's not one of the ones that I need. Go to starter, adaptability. I do not see adaptability, so I think we are fine with dumping it as, well, you know, when we make the switch, we are good with dumping it. And then the last thing I should do is the Iron Hold in Hawazar. Let's see, we're looking for Iron Hold in Hawazar. What did I say? Iron Hold. My brain don't always work so good. Okay. So we don't have one. We would need to go and just do it, which is fine. Let's see. Iron Hold. Exactly. It's not even the tail end. I mean, it's the tail end of my week, but it's Wednesday. I haven't even gone that far. Okay. I'm looking for Iron Hold. Okay, there it is. We're just going to go collect this one. If it's available, then why not grab it? The rest of them I need to get from melting down legendaries. So there will be times when I want to go melt down some legendaries, and I'll deal with all of that as I need to. But I don't want to make the switch over to my new build just yet.
Forgive me.
I want to make sure that I am kind of ready to go. And right now, my minions are doing a very good job of killing everything. Whoops. And here it is. The Iron Hold. I am excited to try out this Blood Wave build. I hear it is a lot of fun. We just gotta get there first. Okay. We are in here because we just want to get to the end. We're just trying to get the aspect unlocked. There are a couple of other aspects that are required for this build that we need to eventually find. I think I have one of them already. I might have both of them. But we'll find out, because they don't come from dungeons. They are random drops. Meaning that they are in a legendary piece of equipment, and I have to melt it down in order to learn it. In case, you know, you're unfamiliar with stuff. But chances are, if you are here, you know this game, you enjoy this game, and you're just watching someone be a necromancer for a while. A minion, I almost said. I'm not the minion. It may look like it, but I'm the one in control. Come on. I know that's not true. Trying to make things up in front of me. I know. I know. Well, the good news is it is one of the free games for PlayStation Plus this month, so make sure to do that. Yeah. Oh no, Blazin hit his head. Blazin, did that dog bonk you on the noggin? I thought it was a small dog, but I guess movies have taught me that there is a specific spot that you hit on the head to erase all memories. And why would movies lie to me? We've got crypto. Okay. Resource management has been a bit of an issue with this leveling build. Okay. That's good. That always means that your neighbors are going to leave you alone. You know, if your dog is strong enough to intimidate them, then you can have faith that your neighbors will leave you alone. That's, of course, assuming that everybody's got neighbors like I do. Wow. I mean, maybe the dog just knows. It's like, look, I'm not huge, but I bet that if I can hit this spot, I can bring him down. And once they're down here, I can eat their noses or their faces. That's how I would do if I were a little dog. And cats know all about pressure points. I like it. I like it a lot. I like evil genius animals. Those are some of my favorites. Alright, I get bonuses for standing still. Of course, I don't want to stand still in lava. But if I can plant my feet, then I'm fine. Alright, so we got that aspect that we need. I gotta make my face disappear. Okay. This is a 750, so we will keep it. We'll just put that in the back. It was way too fast for you to legitimately react. I mean, we've got 3 out of the 9. We're 1/3 of the way there. I need a helmet, gloves, pants, boots, weapon, and 1 ring. Not 2 rings, 1 ring. All right, everything else for this build, at this point it is. Everything else for this build is something that has to drop. So really, I'm just looking for new equipment, and then we will make the transition over to our in-game version. I found this Horadrim artifact. Can I leave it here with you?
Ugly old thing, isn't it? But I can tell it's important. And potentially dangerous. I'd rather keep such things in eyesight than out. So you can leave it here. Till we've a better spot for it.
Oh no! What am I supposed to do if I can't trust? That's what I do, baby! Alright, let's place it there, and I'm sure no dogs will touch it. Oh, I can listen to it again! Alright, everybody shut up!
Here lie the ruins of Abuker, the city of walking dunes. The monument from which this piece came commemorated the Order's first real success. The first sealing of a prime evil. But it also mourned our first failure. The Mephisto's capture leveled the city and killed thousands.
I don't believe there were thousands of people there.
To remind us that Sanctuary has no future if we do not tend to her present. The sand has since swallowed the city's ruins. I will see that we remember.
Neat. All right, what do you want? Gosh, why were you yelling that whole time? You are not as annoying as Variana, who cannot keep her mouth shut. Alright, let's go find a villager. I guess they're out in the road? There you are, Tara. Seen anything strange? Is everything all right here? I mean, you're always welcome to lurk away, but I like being a bad influence and saying, why not stay up a little too late? Why not? Exactly. Just one more stream. Why not? Seen anything strange? Is everything all right here?
Oh, it would be, if I could keep my son from gobbling up every last scrap of food we get. He said he stumbled across some old relic while playing in a cave. I'm sure you've more important things to do, but I said I'd let you know.
All right. I'm going to do it, obviously, because it's the next story mission and stuff. Yeah, man, that's what I keep saying. Like, I'm over here in a doom spiral. Why not join me? Let's go down this drain together. Oh, I'm a bad person. Hey. Oh, never mind. I was a little confused. I was trying to figure out where my thing was. Well, I am on the northern hemisphere, so I'm pretty sure it's clockwise. But I could be wrong. I've never really paid attention. I never look at that evil.
The whale was on it. It was my best.
There we go. I went and did a bunch of side quests off stream just to kind of level up and clear that out. So I might as well pick up some more to, be full again. And eventually, if I do enough of these off stream, then there will be none to be full of.
Any sense?
And we'll do that later as well. Okay, let's go here. And it looks as though I have never completed this, so I do need to see it through all the way to the end. And then I think I'm going to buy myself a sip of water. Kaboom. I'm doing it. I'm buying myself a sip of water. Oh, and Blazin wants me to sit up straight. So let's go ahead and get that taken care of. Sit up straight, get our back good and straight. Sit on our butt muscles. Let the back sweat air out a little bit. Gross. I'm sorry. I know. I keep wondering why I'm still single. It's a weird thing. Somebody that I used to know. Everybody loves that back sweat content. That's what people come here for. That's what gets me these subscribers. Alright, there is a quest in here that I am trying to do. I need to remember. It might be in this area. Come on. Blow everybody up. Yeah. I wore a black shirt intentionally. It does a good job of hiding some of my sweats. Good. I'm glad, because that'd be gross. But I don't want to judge, because I'm over here like, hey, whatever. Alright, so there's the key. Oh, I'm going to fully explore this floor, because we're looking for the secret of the ooze. I mean the mine. You know. The oozy mine. There we go. I am going to miss my minions. Because I'm pretty sure that once you make that switch, you cannot select another minion build. It is a permanent choice to sacrifice them. So I guess we'll find that out together. That'll be exciting. They almost got me. They did got me. But with blindness, it's different. I can still move. Okay. So I don't know what the secret within Calibel's mine could be. I doubt that it's got to do with, you know, the events or anything like that. Maybe it has something to do with killing the boss at the end. Yeah, we'll find out. I am going to try to explore this floor as well. Maybe I'll do the event. I don't usually do the events. Oh, wrong hand. We drive left-handed, so I can't dance left-handed. Otherwise, I just stop. Alright, what is... Oh, that's the statue. Is there anything I have missed? Doesn't look like it, so I guess the secrets are still further ahead. Whee!
That'll come up like any other.
Come on. Blow them all up. Oh, they blew me up. That's not fair. Good. Okay. Well, this is just one of those little rooms. I thought that I was already at the boss arena, but you know, that was just one of those little rooms. Sometimes I forget about them. It happens. Aw, can you believe that? Can't believe they would do that to you, Blazin'. I bet they killed you on purpose. And I bet they don't have any remorse for it. That's the real kicker. Okay. Alright, this is the last thing we can do in this mine. I don't yet know. Yep. That's what they do. Famously, that's what you can always count on. Oh!
This
I found it.
was spat from the belly of Talrasha's tomb. He was the first of us. Kul called him noble, selfless. Deckard Cain called him valorous. Tyrael called him wise, and chose him as our leader. And he suffered for it. For centuries he wrestled with Baal. This time, there were no casualties, save for Talrasha himself. Or rather, what was left of his humanity, and all that made him good. It shall surprise no one that Baal escaped anyway.
That's what they do.
Yet I fear we have not completely salvaged the hope that died with our first.
Okay. Wait. Explore another place? Interesting. All right, well, let's teleport. Okay, that's another 750, but we've already got a 750. Okay. But I should see. Okay, we want cooldown reduction, tides of blood, critical strike chance, intelligence, gloom, or coalesced blood. What do we have on you? None of the things that I just mentioned. Also, none of the things that I mentioned. So, neither of them are going to be the one that I want. Now, I may have already done this dungeon. No, I did not. I lie all over the place. I am a big fat liar face. It was the Sanguine Chapel that I did. Alright. So to this season's credit, I'm glad that they're having me revisit some of the campaign locations. That's kind of cool. Come on, let me do it. There it is. I've traced Calthan's steps all the way to Orbai. With any luck, she'll have left something behind there.
Inscribed here is part of the oath our Order's initiates once took. Knowledge, lifeblood of light, magic, open palm of justice, perseverance, challenger of fate. Much has been written on justice and light, not so much on fate and the challenging of it. Our history is riddled with failures. How could it not be? Yet it is also rich with moments of defiance in the face of despair, rejections of the concept of futility. We may fail, but we shall always rise to try and fight again.
Neat. And then I think we can go into the Nightmare Dungeons and try to get our superpowers. So there's the relic, the shield, and that is, I forgot what it was, the drum? A remnant of his tomb. So I guess a piece of rock. I think it was a piece of rock. Didn't someone say it's older than the manor? Okay. I still have to go find relics. I am going to melt everything down again. And then I might start... No, I won't. Okay, so I do need a new weapon. I think I'll try that.
There's something special.
We didn't get it. I thought I had a lot more murmuring obols than that. Sometimes you're just completely off base. Okay, they want me to go to the Forgotten Depths, which I think, again, was another story mission. Like, I think that's where we're retreading our steps now.
We leave nothing.
This is a real fast run through all of our campaign locations in this game.
Sons. 5 times.
I'm also just going and collecting side quests.
My eyes can only...
I might not do them immediately. In fact, I'm probably not going to do them at all on stream, but it does give me something to do when I am off stream and I don't want to, hey, it's Gaming Mike's channel, he is jammy. I don't know if the link is still there, so if you have come in late and you want to listen to what I'm listening to, there is the Spotify link. I don't understand how it works. Apparently, I guess you gotta be a premium subscriber, but that's just the way it is. Okay. We are looking for stuff. Are you premium? Because if you are, then obviously it doesn't matter. Because exactly, like that same. Like I got rid of Netflix when I lost my job, but I still felt like Spotify was a good investment because I do not want ads. I was like, I cannot listen to music and have it stop so I can listen to the same ads over and over again. It was the best investment I ever made. And I have canceled other services and kept Spotify because I just cannot listen to ads. And I want to skip whenever I want to skip, you know? Sometimes my giant playlist just isn't hitting all of the songs I want to hear right at that moment. Okay. Good. Man. Okay, we're freeing prisoners, and we're also finding the relic within the Forgotten Depths. Even though the symbol is telling us that it's behind us, I don't think that is true. I think we are inside the Forgotten Depths, but it is making me nervous. Okay, we are doing fine. Excellent. Ugh! I got hit. I got hit. I tried to dash away, and I dashed right into the guy punching. Sometimes you try to do some fancy footwork, and you go right into the fist you were trying to avoid. And then all your plans are gone. I think that was the old saying. Everybody has a fancy footwork until they get hit in the face. Come on. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay.
Further research confirms my suspicions. Orbe was built atop a pre-existing structure. Based on the old records, this hidden corner of the monastery is somehow connected to the Zakrum Inquisition. Now, decades ago, they came to this region and forced the locals into submission. Those who did not embrace the faith were likely tortured and buried. If so,
I just needed to read it like 5 or 6 more times to really understand that they want me inside of the forgotten depths.
Wouldn't have made it without you.
What does that mean about this next person? Is it my fault that they didn't make it?
Bless you. Wouldn't have made it without you.
Okay. I think that is the way. So we'll keep going. Yep, give me that, thank you. Then blow everything up! Okay. Alright, we're doing well, we're doing fine. I haven't collected enough new equipment in order to make the switch to my in-game build. So I am still using my leveling build. That's the reason I've got 35 Paragon points to spend, because I just haven't made the switch yet. And I don't want to start purchasing stuff until I am actually using those abilities. Okay. I do love carrying an item, a dungeon item, because it ups your movement speed. And I feel like a quick little bunny. I'm just zipping around the dungeon. That was weird. That was weird. The stream seems to have crashed, but I am back up now. If it crashes again, we might have to run away.
More important to the first of our order. No surprise there. Where an angel leads, displays of deference follow. Mummification was one such ritual, whose instances dwindled along with our numbers. The Horadrim Cathan performed the task with distaste. It went against her faith. Early Zakrum buried their dead free from the post-mortem violations of embalmment. Nonetheless, I admire the slow and careful dedication with which she carried out the rite. We Horadrim seek to
Hey, thank you for the follow, Video Madness 3. That was very lovely of you.
that the answers we have found might yet be wrong.
Okay. So now we got to get to the Sunken Library. Again, I think that's a location that we had to visit in the actual campaign. But first, there's something I keep forgetting to do, which is to upgrade my potion. Okay. Yeah, everything crashed momentarily. I don't know what happened. Made me a little nervous. Interesting. I'm finding a lot of quest items. But yeah, we are here. We're still going. Don't know why it crashed. It happens. That is going to be trashed. And we're going to keep that. So we're almost there. I think we're just under halfway.
See some steel you need?
All right, let's go to... Those are not very close to each other, but this is. So let's go to the Iron Wolves camp. And that will be how we get to where we're going. I don't know what we're doing about, I don't know why we're collecting these relics, but we gotta do it. It's part of the seasonal quest. Hopefully, after I have done everything in the seasonal quest, I will be able to collect the superpowers I'm looking for. Okay, let's get them going. All right. We're really just trying to get to the end at this point. I'm pretty sure that's just going to be the way it is with all of these dungeons. Just kill the final boss and then you get the relic. Naturally, if there is like a quest that I picked up, I will complete that as well. But I don't think that's the case with this one. I didn't see any other quest markers on it. Good.
I believe
Experiment number 7. Raised another undead today.
I picked up 2 things somehow. So I did pick up the other relic. I could leave here, but as you see, right under the difficulty where it says Penitent, and then right underneath that it says Sunken Library, and there is that symbol of the gate, and to the bottom right of it there's this little tiny treasure chest. That tells me I have never completed this dungeon before, and there is an aspect that I can unlock. It may not be for this character, but I've never completed this before, and so I'm going to. Well, at least in this season. I've completed it before in the past. But, you know, you lose all of that when you start a new seasonal character.
That'll come up like any other.
We're going to have a lot of Paragon points to spend when we are ready to start spending them. Okay. Good. Come on, let me pick it up. Unfortunately, my primary ability is a core ability, which means it uses essence, and so I can't just hold down the X button and kill things. It is pretty powerful because it's like I'm throwing a bomb at things, but then when I'm out of essence, I'm just stuck. And I keep forgetting to go to the alchemist to upgrade my health potions. But if I'm forgetting stuff, I might as well do that. Get some boost to our experience gained. Get him. Okay, there was no one to get, but that's fine. You did good. Ow. That was a big hit. I watched this video where they were talking about siege weapons, and they talked about what made the ballista so scary. And it was that it was a targeted weapon specifically meant to, like, take out one person at a time. It wasn't a siege weapon in the way of, like, bring down the walls and scare people. It was that you would aim and you would fire and you would hit a specific person with a giant bolt and it would scare everybody around them. They would be like, that is horrifying. And I just kind of felt that when I turned the corner and got hit by the ballista and got frozen in place. Like that, that was a good little object lesson of what made the ballista scary. Okay. Good, good. We've already collected the quest item that brought us here, so at this point, we are just trying to get through. So we've got to find the head librarian and take their key. I don't know why we're so upset at the head librarian, but that's who we're going after. Maybe it's like a Welcome to Night Vale type of librarian situation, or it's some kind of undead monster. Okay, now I can start firing blight all over the world. Good. Okay. Are you? Yes, you are the head librarian. You are the person I have beef with for some reason. I don't know what you did to me, but I need to slay you and take that key. Thank you. Great. It's a slay all enemies type deal. And if those guys are highlighted red, then that means they are part of the all enemies, and I don't want to run away from them. Nice. Okay. This is one of those large areas that's going to have a lot of areas that I'm going to have to explore to find the last of these dudes, but it is what it is. I should be grateful at the fact that it's a very straightforward task. Come on, blow him up. I'm hoping that I can do a little more damage than this. Yep. Don't stand in the lava. Okay, that was better. That was better. That was better than what we've been doing, so I'm glad for it. Okay, blow up some corpses. Oh boy. Okay. Ah. I forgot the main room of this place. I was sitting here like, how did I find a dead end? That's weird. Because we've got this big, large, open archive. That's why. Okay. Come on, blow them all up. There we go. Yay!
Hardly broke a sweat.
I think the aspect of control goes to the wizard? I don't know. Doesn't matter to me. I don't know whose tomb this is. But, you know, very cool. We got to hang out in another spot. I wonder why I am speaking to the villager instead of placing the new relics that I have picked up. Because, like, I have new ones. Can't I put them down? Apparently not. Okay, okay. Almost got rid of stuff. I need these boots. And I need another ring. But the wand will go. Okay. Speak to the villager. Finch. Oh, I keep forgetting to go to the alchemist. How's things here at Firebreak?
It's as good a hole as any since you and Bryona cleared out Eldheim. Hey, I owe you one for that. In the last pit I called home, I spotted some old relic. Looked valuable. Was planning to sell the thing, but consider it yours.
Yay! I didn't have to kill a bunch of stuff for this one. Whatever it is that I just picked up. Oh, I didn't pick up anything. He gave me a clue? Alright, where is this? Trying to see where it is. Blistered heart, pound of flesh, exhuming faith, malign devotion. That's not it either. Could it be one of these? No. The priestess Horadrim. Find the relic within Mercy's reach. I thought that was a dungeon. Where could Mercy's reach be? Is that it? Nope, that's the child's... Oh, it is it! Okay, so there are two things to do there. But at least we figured it out. I think I just leveled up a bunch of times. So I'm not gonna complain, like, that's cool. I'm glad I did it. Have a good evening, Blazin'. I will see you tomorrow, hopefully. The rest of you are stuck with me for a little bit longer. Okay, we want you. We want you. And we want you. If we can afford them, we're going to take them. Did we pick stuff up? No, we did not. Okay. Let's boogie this way. We are doing two things in this next dungeon. There is a quest, and then we want to find the relic. Anyone could have the relic, as we have learned. Sometimes it has been the boss. Sometimes it has been an elite. But the child's call is almost always at the end. Good. Oh, my nose was itchy. That's always a bad thing, because then you have to take your hand off the controller. And that's how people get hurt. Get out of there. And get back to blowing up corpses. Okay. We're heading to the right still, because that's usually how I do. I just put my hand on the wall and head to the right. That's the way I roll. Ah! Okay. Good. I love it when they're all together. They might always be together in this dungeon, but, you know, I'm glad that they were together this time. And there's our thingy. I'm gonna stand still.
Atrocities that would be carried out in the name of her religion. Yet she saw the seeds of darkness sown in her churches and her peers. She wrote of them at length. It never dissuaded her from her prayers. Cathan was one for whom faith and doubt were partners, not enemies. Her freeness to doubt strengthened her commitment and her faith. Her belief that this world can be better continually pushed her to question how. This holy memento was hers. Justice and light are etched into the back.
Okie dokie. So since there is still something to be gained by completing this dungeon, I am continuing it. But Oh, I also need to find the child's call. I completely forgot. See, I'm not very good at remembering stuff. Okay. At least I thought this was the child's call, right? For some reason I thought that one was a, like a tomb, not a cathedral. Maybe I'm just losing my mind. Maybe these things aren't set in stone. Maybe I've forgotten everything. Oh well. I'm not worried about it. Okay. Good. All right. I forgot that I was doing waves. I was sitting here thinking, like, surely I am finished. Surely I can move on. No, I had to wait till all of them were dead. At least we got another glyph, because we do need those. Okay, we got another glyph. Don't really need the equipment unless it's a legendary. But of course I'm going to try to pick it up. Alright, got our mechanical box. I have not picked up a single legendary item in this particular dungeon, and that's a little weird. Send that golem on his way. Get another glyph. Okay. Let's get in here. Okay, this looks far more familiar. This is where we find the child's call. I think he is up here. And right there. I'm awesome. I'm awesome. I did it. I'm the best. Okay. Take him out. Try to make this fast. Not creating a lot of corpses, which is fine. I mean, that's part of the reason we're making the switch that we are. Because we need something a bit more active. Okay. It's like, who are these guys fighting? Now, this has critical strike chance, and if we remember, that was one of the things that I want. But it doesn't have anything else that I want. Oh, it does have intelligence, So I could swap out the move speed and try to get something else that I want. So we will favorite that one and dump this one. Okay.
I forge more than horseshoes and nails. What do you need?
In fact, I might do that. Let's find that amulet. We don't want the move speed, so that's the one we're going to change. And there's a lot of stuff that could take its place. The number one thing that I want is cooldown reduction, but there are ranks to things that I would take. All right, well, we're going to keep what we've got. Like, none of that was good. I'm going to try it maybe like 2 more times. Dang it. Still not what I want. Again, we're looking for cooldown reduction, ranks to Tides of Blood, ranks to Gloom, ranks to Coalesced Blood. Any of those would be a good replacement. Come on, baby. Dang it. I think I'm going to do this until it gets to 1,000,000. Dang it. Maybe I'll do it one more time above 1,000,000. All right, that's it. That's... I'm tempted by the resistance to all elements, but I don't necessarily want that. I'm going to stick with what I've got. Let me just make sure. Yeah, cooldown reduction is there. Tides of Blood is there. Gloom is there. Coalesced Blood is there. Yeah, so everything I want could roll. It just hasn't. All right, last one. That was it. Okay, we're still going to use it when we make the switch. Hopefully I can find something better. Okay, what other relics are we putting around here? There's one more. There we go. And then I gotta go find Davish, whatever his name was. I'm not bitter. Okay, he's just over there. Nice little quick hop with my teleporter.
We leave nothing standing.
How fares Skosglen?
She's seen better days. Worse ones, too. Hey, you're into that old Horadrim stuff, right? Got reports of an old cache. Maybe it'd be of use to you.
I don't know, man. Like, I've been collecting a bunch of stuff and I don't know what they are for. Let me take a look. Yeah, I haven't been collecting any powers. So I have no idea what those are really going to be used for. Still have not found more than one Arcanic spell. And then taking a look at this. I'm still working towards it, even though I haven't done a nightmare dungeon at all for this entire stream. So I guess let's go find whatever they wanted us to find. Which was outside of Gaia-Cool. There it is. I'm also going to go and pick up a bunch of side quests that I have been avoiding in this area. There's one down there, 2 up there. There we go.
I'm telling you, that old shrine, yeah, there is an old shrine.
You've gotten heat stroke.
Okay, I'm just going to pick up the other 2 just to have them. Not necessarily to do them right away. I just like to pick them up for off-stream activities. Where's the door? There's the door. Okay, and then we talked this one. Good. All right, that is all of them picked up. Of course, I should have gone down and talked to that other guy, but that's not what we're really doing. We're looking for the relic. Find the relic outside of Gaia-Cool. I am going to pick up this one as well. Okay. Some of them might drop items, maybe? There we go. Oh, those are just venomous glands. That is not a quest item. Okay. I keep getting excited, but that's not it yet. There we go. Untie Nima. Oh, that's just the camel. I thought that was the quest. Quest is below me. Dang it. I'll just deal with this then, and then we'll head back down.
This way.
Okay. Still behind me. Sprinkle some more oats. Nope, it was a spotted mushroom. Every time I see something on the ground, I'm going to get excited. I'm going to be like, we did it, we found it. And every time, it's not going to be it.
What is the problem here?
But you know, taking care of 2 birds with 1 stone, that's cool too. There we go. Okay, so we were looking for a relic outside of Gaia-Cool This is the circle telling us that it's... Is this it? Looted everything I could find from that old Horadrim's hut in the peaks. Place has been picked over. Nothing but a sad old man's things are left there now. Is there someone else that I'm supposed to, like, search the body of? Yes, there was.
Horadrim must often sacrifice the simple pleasures of life. Comfort, kinship, romance. Deckard Cain was one whose family was ripped from him long before he ever took up our mantle. Indeed, he was leery of our order at the time. Yet even still, it was his unrelenting obsession with research that drove his loved ones away. After his spouse took their son and left him, she and the boy were slaughtered by bandits. Deckard was not Horadrim then, and yet his challenge was so very Horadric. This keepsake once belonged to Amelia Cain. I shall place it with Deckard's things.
Okay, good. I get so upset whenever anyone, like, destroys the flow of things. Okay, let's head back to Deckard Cain's cottage. His little cabin. I think the fastest way might be Nevesk. I don't know. Maybe it's Kjovashad. Who knows? Not I, clearly. If I knew, I would have said so. But I don't know jack. Now what I don't know is if I can get there from up here. Let's find out together, shall we? Oh, it was just a jump. Ah, but this is a climb, I think. Yes, so I had to get off my horse no matter what. Okay. Now who the heck is fighting me? There's someone who is making me fearful. They are hitting me with their fear toxins on the ground. And I will not have that. Anyone up here? Good. Okay. I think everything is taken care of. Everything that was trying to interrupt my good times.
Tragic as the slaughter of his family was, it was another step on Deckard's path to becoming Horadrim. For what are we without the common folk we strive to protect? At last, Cain sat down his research and took up his staff. He forged friendships with Tristram's townfolk. He writes of Pepin the Healer, who was kinder to all than many deserved, and of Griswold the Smith, loud as an ox but gentle as a bird. This staff, one of a chosen time-tested few, is a relic from those relatively happy days before Tristram's darkening.
Okay, the terse note says, "Not sure if you care anymore. But if you did, I've followed the trail of ledgers all the way down to Yishari. That's where Cain's work rests now. Love, D." Probably Donan. There we go. Alright, another one inside of a dungeon. It would be nice if some of the Horadric strong rooms were in the regular dungeons. But at the same time, I'm not that worried about it. Alright, slay all of your enemies. There we go.
There is one oft overlooked aspect of this tome. Its shared authorship between Deckard and his ward. For Cain, Leah offered a second chance at fatherhood, while her dark parentage would make her of great interest to any Horadrim. Deckard adopted her simply because she needed a loving guardian and a safe home. Our duty to Sanctuary comes before our blood. But Deckard may have found the one exception to this rule. Leah became his family, yet his rearing of her would also guide Sanctuary's future. I am only thankful he died before he could see the fate that befell her.
Okay. This is a pretty sprawling dungeon for me to have to find and kill everybody. Hopefully it's a small little loop, and we'll be able to get out of here pretty quick. After all, we have already found what we were looking for in here. I just want to complete it so, you know, it's completed. I don't need to, I just want to. Get him. Get him. It was a nice little circle. I was worried it was going to be big and I'd have to, you know, explore a bunch of places, but I didn't need to. I could just go straight in. And since they're not telling me I have to kill everybody again, I'm going to see how far I can go without anyone stopping me. Of course, once I see a little skull on the map, then I know that I need to kill that dude. Haha! Found him. There we go. So let's just find the door. Did we find it? Maybe? We'll just keep wandering. There's the door. I knew we'd find it. Where'd you go? Okay. Easy. Easy peasy. Okay, two-handed scythe. This might be better. Let me switch over and take a look. They've got the maximum life. It's got intelligence. But I don't do damage over time, so this could be another one where I could try to swap things out, spin, you know, roll the dice and see what happens. This one... yeah, man. I know. Someone reminded me about it, and I was like, I need to add that to my Good Times playlist because it's a song for the good times. And I do feel like I want to, like, spin some glow sticks. Okay, I think I'm going to stick with the one that we grabbed.
It seems we're leaving.
And if you're sitting there wondering, why are they talking about music? One more again, here is the jam that you can listen to. Just click that link. I think you have to be a Spotify Premium listener in order to actually do it. But it's a great investment because then you don't have to listen to ads. And that's all I want in life, is to go without ads. Okay, we're grabbing the Book of Deckard Cain and the walking stick of what's his name from this game. Oh, and one more thing. What was this? Another remnant of the tomb? Okay, so that was everything related to that portion of the quest. Let's take a look. So that remains, which is great because that's what we wanted to do anyway. I'm going to get rid of everything. I don't know if it will be this stream that we make the switch to our next build. But right now, I am on the hunt for these powers on this second row. I don't know how to get them. I thought you got them from the Horadrim strong rooms. And we'll give it a shot. We'll see if that's the case again. Wow, that's a lot of dudes. Unfortunately for them, I'm too powerful. Okay, good. Good. I'm always worried that I'm gonna have to deal with a curse.
You are the answer to my prayers.
That's what all the ladies tell me. Sorry. Excellent. Okay, we found the Horadrim strong room already. So we're gonna see what happens. I feel fairly confident about this build. Although resource management is still a bit of an issue for me. All right, let's give it a shot. Hopefully, we'll get one of the superpowers I'm looking for. Okay. Okay. Killing dudes. Feeling good. We'll do the test of celerity. Celerity. I don't know what that means. Give me a moment. I need to Google a quick word. Celerity. It is an archaic and literary word that means swiftness of movement. And it is a noun. So move with celerity might be equivalent to when people say move with a little alacrity, but it's describing swiftness of movement. Interesting. So there you go. Test of celerity. I had never heard that word before. I am 40 years old. I'm nearly 41, and that's the first time I have ever heard the word celerity. Crazy. All right, so we're going to do that one. And then I guess we're gonna... We'll do this one. Okay. understand if that says I have to use a potion to get it to work. Or if using a potion makes me drop it. I understand. I gotta watch my health. Oh boy. I don't know if I want to pick up that Idol of Doom again. But I have to. Alright, the lean is for me to see my health. Whoo boy. Oh boy. Let's pick it up again. Only got 30 seconds left, and I don't feel like I'm doing any better than I usually do. So if there is no treasure at the end of this, then I am going to bring the difficulty down and try it again. Okay, I lost my Doom. Where'd it go? Oh, I think it's gone forever now. Okay. Dang it. Good. Alright. Let's see if this gives me a superpower. I don't know if it will. I don't see one. So I have no idea how to get the rest of the powers. Maybe I have to get it all the way up? Ugh. And I don't need either of those. Guess I can take a look to see if it has anything that I could use. Go to that. We'll go to here. And then we're looking at this weapon, this mace. Doesn't have the max life that I want, but it does have intelligence. It does have overpowered damage. And so then it's the lucky chance hit that I would need to roll. But that's the same thing, so... No, this has maximum life, which is the priority. So, that one goes away. Here, this was the one where things get interesting. Cooldown reduction is the priority. Doesn't have it. Doesn't have intelligence. Doesn't have critical strike chance. Doesn't have enough of anything. Doesn't have anything, frankly. So, yeah. And then looking over here, we did not get any more powers. And I don't understand why. I don't get it. Maybe I'll bring the difficulty down and see if I need to hit like a rank 6. But I'm still in chapter 1 of the season journey because I have no idea how to get the runic powers. Alright, kill that guy. And then I think I'm going to look it up. Because what I'm looking for are Arcana spells. So let me look this up. We are looking up D4 Arcana spells. Okay, so apparently over a week ago, people were saying it was a bug, but then other people are saying that they have been finding it easy. So I don't know. I don't know. Okay, so that is weird. Okay, so what I think I'm doing right is correct, and I have to be going into these Horadrim strong rooms. That's what it says. That's what the internet says. It's just that the drop rate is ludicrously low, which sucks. I do hate low drops on things that are required in Chapter 1. Ugh. Whatever. Let's try to get ourselves to the haunted tunnels. We've already done the thing we needed to do, so at this point we're just trying to get through here.
You were the answer to my prayers.
Alright, I'm still finding prisoners. I thought I had rescued enough. Here we go. Blow them all up! Explode their heads! That's all we want. Exploded heads. Good. Okay. Oh, I've got to slay again. I have to slay the Forsaken Miners. Come on, get them. Like, that sucks. They probably got trapped inside of here. That's what makes them Forsaken. And now I have to get in here and slay them? Ugh. What kind of capitalistic hellscape is this? And then I'll get out there and the owner of the mine will be eating a giant turkey dinner. And he'll be like, "Did you get rid of those Forsaken Miners? They have been making me lose money." Anyway, I gotta go kill one more of them. They were unionizing and I've gotta go bust that up. Okay. So much floor is lava in this area. It's driving me batty. Alright, still haven't found the Forsaken Miner.
Let's see what you've got.
Why do you gotta rub that in my face all the time, Variana? It's like she only speaks up if I didn't find anything, and she's like, "Oh, playing with corpses? What are we doing with these corpses? Are we chopping them up and cooking them?" And the answer is no. I'm trying to find treasure. Okay. This has damage over time, but it's got intelligence and I want max life, I think. Right? Is that it? No, I want... I don't know what I want. Overpower damage, or restoring my primary resource. That does resource cost reduction, but that's not what we're going for. Yay. She never speaks up if I find something on these corpses. She's like, yeah, that's reasonable. You found some gem fragments. Awesome. Then I find nothing and she's like, ooh, what you got there? What you got? There he is. The company says you are too expensive to have hanging around this mine. I must destroy you. Okay, we're gonna leave that behind because that is not really useful. But we will go ahead and collect these. Oh, I can't get that one yet, of course. Yeah, we'll head back. Oh, crap! That helmet, I want it. So we'll keep the helmet. Everything else is gone, and I think it might be time to switch over. There's a few things we're missing. We're missing pants. And that might actually be it. That might be the only thing we're missing. And I think I could live with... I think I could live with that. We're going to make this switch. So, let's melt everything. Then... take all of these off. Make sure I got them all. Okay. We're going to put everything on. Got to make sure, yep, everything is good. And we're not keeping any of this stuff. We don't need it.
Use it well.
No point in having it. And we're going to add some sockets.
What color and brilliance.
I'm so excited to make this switch. Okay. First things first. Let's go to the skill tree. Well, I might take a look at glyphs and everything. Oh, there are some new specialty gems that they're talking about. And I don't know how they get those. So we'll have to look into that when we get to the paragons and glyphs. But I can take a look at everything else. We're still going to use disintegrate. But it looks like we're going to tie it to our corpse explosion. Okay. Let me clear my face. We're going to go into respec mode, refund all, get back to 71, and now we want decompose and enhanced decompose. Then we're going to do blight at rank 1. And we're going to go supernatural, which is what we had before. Then we're going to get hewed flesh all the way to rank 3. Then we want corpse explosion at rank 1. And we're again going to do blighted corpse explosion. We want rank 3 on necrotic fortitude. So a lot of this has not changed, and that's fine. I might have jumped the gun by telling the game to refund everything. That's my fault. Whatever. Titan's Fall. Although we are not going to have anything related to our mages or any of that other stuff. So let's go Fueled by Death. That goes to rank 3. And then finally spiked armor to rank 3. So these other two that have the little cross, the little blue cross above them, we're not touching those. And that was Grim Harvest for consuming corpses, which is strange, because we are going to be consuming corpses. And then obviously the Skeletal Warriors, because we are going to sacrifice all of our minions. Decrepify at rank 1 again. This one slows enemies and makes them deal less damage. And we want it to be abhorrent again. We're going to do Death's Embrace to rank 3. Death's Approach to rank 2. Amplified Damage to rank 3. And Precision Decay to rank 1. Okay, I'm getting rank 1 from an item. I was sitting here like, why do I have that? Which also means that's a thing I'm going to need to change out. So we are getting rank 1 to Blighted Corpse Tendrils, and then we're obviously making them blighted. That's what I just said. Let's see. 3 ranks to Coalesced Blood. 1 rank to Transfusion. Where is Transfusion? Oh, it's that one. Ha! They've got it in a weird order. Okay, 3 ranks to Tides of Blood. 1 rank to Transfusion. 3 ranks to Reaper's Pursuit. Right? That one? Yes. 3 ranks to Terror. 3 ranks to Gloom. Then we're doing 5 ranks to Bloodwave. And you only get 1 path for those. But now we want 3 ranks to Finality. 3 ranks to Memento Mori. And finally, 3 ranks to Inspiring Leader. Which is weird because I don't have any minions, but I guess it's the healthy I gain 12% critical strike. That's what they're really saying. Ignore the and your minions because those guys are not going to be around. And our last one, of course, goes to Rathma's Vigor. Okay. Let's do next. Confirm. Oh, crap. I need to actually get in here and move around with that. Okay. We want why do they always give me? So they're saying the ability that I need. Oh, because of the helmet. Okay, there we go. Let's go starter. They want me to do Blood Mist as my X ability. They want Blight as my square ability. Decompose. I don't think I have Decompose. Why do they... Give me a minute. Let me look at this. That's Decompose. Okay, so... This is so bizarre. Why? Why? All right, well, I guess I'm going to go off Oh, it's because I did it wrong. Nobody stopped me either. That's the real thing. That's the real kicker. Okay. What has 3 ranks? This does. So let's go ahead and go 1, 2. Then we can put them back. Now. Put that there. That is fine. I'm going to put this... I'm trying to figure out where I want to put it. I think I want to put it here. Because How did I... Somehow... Okay, it didn't take anything. It did not take anything. Oh my gosh, that's the reason that this... I'm sitting here like, why does this all look wrong? It's because it didn't do anything that I asked it to do. Okay, we go boom, boom, boom. Then we go boom. I gotta remember to hit triangle when I'm done with all of this garbage. Corpse explosion, blighted. And then what was fueled by death? That was also 3. Everything else is good there. So frustrating. Okay. Two ranks to death's approach. 3 to amplify damage. 1 to precision decay. Blighted corpse tendrils. Coalesced, tides, transfusion. Okay. Hopefully it keeps it this time. Confirmed. Okay. Now skills need to be added. Let's get back up here and take a look. I still will need to look at a guide to figure out like the order of stuff. But this is my primary basic ability. I think I'm going to keep it in X despite the fact that the game or the whoever built this is not putting it in their primary. That goes into square. We're good. I'm going to put this one in my L2. Yeah. Then we're going to put our corpse explosion. Strange is an R1. I don't like it as an R1 ability. That's how we're going to do it. Then our corpse tendrils will go to R1. That'll be essentially how I get everything together. But triangle will be to blow up some dudes. And we're skipping that, but we are taking this, putting it there. Now we are done with all of that. It is finally time to go to the Book of the Dead. And we're going to sacrifice our skirmishers. Okay. Then we are going to sacrifice our bone mages. And finally, our iron golem. Okay. Right? Everything is sacrificed? Good. Okay. We're doing things correctly so far. On our starter, let's grab these guys. I don't know what these gems are. They've got these new gems. I can't click into it to figure out what that is. Is it runes? No? What could those gems be? Okay, well, I don't understand where they got those gems for the jewelry. Aha! Horadrim jewels. It's part of the season theme. Okay, so eventually I guess I'll learn about them. Maybe. We want the nebulous thing there. We want this one to be in our corpse explosion. And then I only have this ability that I have equipped. I don't know what it does. I don't know if it's helping. But it's the only one that I've got. I haven't found any other Arcana. Seems like that should be since there's so many Arcana, it seems like that should be the one that drops most frequently. But apparently I'm the crazy one because I think that. All right, let's take a quick gander at here. And we're just gonna get all of this. I mean, we're already pretty powerful without even trying, and I'm okay with that. So, we want essence. I don't know if I have picked that up yet. I have. Excellent. So we'll just drop that in. We want to get it to level 15 or to rank 15 or whatever, because it hasn't picked up enough to do anything, but that's okay. Come on. Why were you not letting me do anything else? There we go. Okay, then our next board is the Blood Begets Blood board. So let's preview. And it looks like that is correct. So let's go ahead and attach and start making our way up. Let's see which way I want to go. I think I want to go left. And we'll do right last. This one wants the Gravekeeper. I don't think I have it. I do have it. I'm shocked every single time. We will go with that. And then we're moving on up. We're not going to make it to the legendary node, but we have done really well getting this much stuff.
Nice bit of kit there.
Indeed. All right, let me take a look at other stuff. Okay, we want Sir and Vex, but Vex is a legendary one, and those ones are hard to find. We also want Ahu. It's another legendary that I have never found. I might go with Zal. If I have Zal, of course. I do have Zal. Okay. Let me see. So they want Yax Zal down here. And then they're saying Zangar for the top. So I have Gar. Do I have Zan? That is the real question. It's not looking good. Oh, I do! I love every time I surprise myself. So Zan and Gar. This is all just our starter stuff. And then I don't know why they've got those Horadrim gems in the starter version. I'm going to essentially do what I did before. So we'll have those there. We'll put this one as an armor and these two as resistance. And now it is time to see how many of these items actually have the aspects that I need. So aspect of hardened bones goes to the helmet. We don't have aspect of hardened bones. That's a bummer. Okay. Aspect of cursed aura? Yeah. We don't have this one either. I get so nervous when I make a unilateral decision to just make the switch to an in-game build and then discover that I did not have any of the stuff that I needed. I need aspect of ultimate shadow. I have one. So we'll grab that. On our pants, we want the aspect of the embalmer. I think I saw that. There it is. On our boots, we want aspect of metamorphosis. There it is. So we have some of these that we need, and that's good. On our weapon, we want the tidal aspect. That one I don't know about. We do have it. Excellent. Just having it is enough for me to be happy. We want the fast blood aspect that we picked up. I don't know where it's going to be. It might be utility. Nope, it was resource. On ring number 1, we want aspect of grasping veins.
Masterful work.
Did she just compliment herself? I mean, cool. Good on her. Sacrificial aspect. There we go. Okay, so we're only missing a couple. We're missing the aspect of hardened bones and the aspect of cursed aura. Those are the things we're going to be looking for. But those might not be like totally necessary. They are good, but they might not be what we absolutely need. Let's just check one more time. Yep, everything is imprinted. And then there are these two. I'm fine with the damage reduction. And I guess that's fine as well for now. Okay, that is not what we wanted, but that's fine. Now, this is the part where it gets a little bit annoying. Obviously, I won't be able to do that one because I have already done all of them as I could. We're still looking for a 750 pair of pants. Everything else has been at least a 750. So on our helmet, we want total armor and lucky chance hit. So helmet, give us that total armor, please. Got it in one. I'll take it, even if it's at the bottom. I want it. Now we need lucky hit chance. Okay, that's the worldly fortune. Come on, baby, give me that lucky hit chance. There it is. A little bit better than the bottom, but that is totally fine. And while they're letting me, I'm going to do the other ones down the line. Sometimes the game has this little glitch where it decides you have done enough tempering, and so it doesn't let you do stuff like those 2 brand new rings or the weapon. I should be able to select them. I will once I close out and come back. It's dumb. It's just one other thing that you have to do. We're looking for ranks to drain vitality. Okay, so we could get up to +1 on the drain vitality. And I will take that. I will take that. Oh, I love it when I get it once. We're looking for lucky hit chance again. Come on, lucky hit chance. Oh boy. Oh boy, last one. Didn't get it. That sucks. Next, we want blood power damage and corpse tendril size. Blood overpower damage. Sorry, my bad. Dang it. Okay, corpse tendril size. Come on, corpse tendril size. Dang it. Alright, we got that one. So we can roll the dice again on this one. We want that blood overpower damage. We got 4 chances to get it. Blood damage, I could have gone with if I needed to. But that's what we want. Perfect. Okay, close it out so we can come back in and work on our boots. Because our boots want movement speed and corpse tendril size. These are the same, so I'll just go with the one that has 3 options. Dang it. Okay. Corpse tendril size. Get it in 1? Boo. Boo. Boo! Yay. Alright, we got it. We are done playing with that one. On our weapon, we want chance for blood wave to deal double damage. That's a weapon thing. It's probably this one. Yeah, it's the bottom one. Chance for blood wave to deal double damage. Didn't get it. And then we also want blood overpower damage. I'm going to keep it on blood damage because I think I'd rather roll on blood wave dealing double damage. I think that's more important. There it is. Now, I am willing to go after that blood overpower damage. Come on, baby. Alright, well, fine, whatever. On our amulet, we want ultimate cooldown reduction and blood overpower damage again. Ultimate cooldown reduction. Where would that be? Maybe in the resource? Yes. Got it in one. Definitely good with that. And then we want blood overpower damage. Wow. Wow. I hate it so much. But you gotta roll the dice. We're not gonna stick with any of this equipment, so I don't feel so bad about wasting all of those rolls on it. Good. Come on. Give me that blood overpower damage. It's the one, there we go. It's like, it's the one we see the least. I want it. And this wants the exact same thing. Dang it. Well, at least I got one of them. But this one, we want that ultimate cooldown reduction. And we got it. Good. Okay, so only the helmet and the chest are missing their aspects. Otherwise, we have pretty much everything we need. Let's head back up to the mercenaries because we are switching those guys out. Whoops. In here, travel.
It seems we're leaving.
And you are leaving my party. I apologize if that breaks your heart. Unfortunately, our mercenaries now have to get leveled up, so they're not going to be as powerful as they could be.
I worry about you, Subo. Once the Lotus has its claws.
So I want Subo as my mercenary. Yep, we're starting there. And then we want Aldkin as our reinforcement. He does not... Oh, he does have it. Okay. We want it tied to the corpse explosion, and it's the flame surge. Flame surge tied to corpse explosion. Okay. Trying to think if there's anything else I need to do. We're not ready to go to the next difficulty, I don't think. Okay. This is the one that I am looking at. Okay, I think we're just gonna get looking for Arcana. That's what we gotta do. And so let's learn through failure. Let's see what happens when we go in with this thing. That's ours. That's the one we want. Whoops! Wrong button! Wrong button! I keep hitting the wrong button. We're gonna go to the Sunken Ruins. I also forgot, I want a new... Well, we can do that later. Okay. Excellent. Gotta get used to the fact that I put my corpse explosion on triangle and not on square. Okay. Time to see if this works. I don't have any other minions anymore. Okay, that's gonna be my quick escape. Gotta kind of learn all of my new buttons. Not killing as fast as I want. I think I'm gonna go with additional ambushes and additional ambushes. Good. Hit that. Not really getting all of the kills I want. Okay. Good. All right, that was Aldkin. I'm trying to figure out who's doing the fire, and it's my guy. Okay. My primary ability doesn't do jack, so I probably shouldn't look at it as a viable ability. Okay, get them all blowed up, please. Okay, I probably shouldn't have used that just then. That's okay. I'm still learning, still figuring it out. There it is. Okay. Alright, I don't know if I understand the build yet, but that's to be expected. We're trying this thing out for the first time. We don't fully understand. I want to be looking at the item stats. They have the same when it comes to max life. I think what I've got now is better. So we'll get the layered wards. Hopefully that's an improvement. If not, whatever. And I don't see any powers again. Oh, I did get a new power. We got Tranquil Stone. And that is one of the abilities they want me to actually use. So we'll go ahead and put that in. I'm going to have this one assigned, but it's going to be similar to the other ones where I'm just going to dump it as soon as I find the thing I actually want. But we got a power, and that's dope. I'm happy. I'm happy that we finally got a power. But yeah, this build is gonna take some getting used to. Let me see what's going on. Okay, good.
Want some
something found.
No, I want you to use your dang corpse tendrils. Oh, that was someone else. Got him. Get him. Yeah. Okay. Good. Definitely taking that. Let's see. Yeah, we're just going up. That'll be an easy one. Yep. Blow them up. Blow them all up. Good. If we can blow them all up, then it works out even better. Okay. We've got our first stone carving. Come on, baby. I need way more corpses. That is the pain point of these early switches to an in-game build, is that it's always like, I don't know if I'm actually strong enough for this. I seem to be doing okay. They haven't really done much in terms of my health. Like, I was worried that they would annihilate me too quickly, but they don't seem to be doing a good job of that. Got it. But I'm also not doing a great job of killing them. So...
We have received more reports of undead prowling the north.
Definitely glad to be picking up the rest of my glyphs.
Creatures are the work of a necromancer. As the locals tell it, a healer named Thomas turned to profane arts after his family succumbed to illness. It could be just a legend. However, it warrants further investigation.
Okay.
If this fiend is real, we must destroy him. Go forth, knights penitent, and show the unbelievers that we can cleanse this land.
There's no way there's 3 of them in here. Please, don't make it be 3 of them. Okay, good. It's only the 2 of them. I was getting a little wigged out by looking at stuff. Let's go ahead and get these guys. If they're gonna hang around trying to take out my stuff, then I'm gonna take them out. I feel a little less secure now that I no longer have an army traveling with me. But apparently this is the best build that the game has, so I want to try it out. I mean, that ultimate is pretty powerful. Apparently consuming corpses has a chance of reducing the, what's it called? Cooldown. That's what it was. Cooldown timer. I know my words! Okay. Here we go. Blow them all up. Hit them with a couple of blights. Hit that guy with a blight. Got him. Okay. Some of these dudes are not dying as quickly as I want them to. Good. I really gotta remember to use my... I'll use it now. Might as well. And then I'll blow them all up. Then blow them up again. My primary ability doesn't do a lot. It really is just there for when I am panicking and I've run out of stuff to do. Whereas consuming corpses through explosions seems to be a significantly better way of getting these kills. Dang it. Alright, that worked out. Sometimes you just have to aim your ultimate and pray. My love is coming, I can barely hardly wait. Around. Get it? That one I didn't aim as well. That was not as good a job of pointing your ultimate and firing. Good. My love is coming, I can barely hardly wait. My love is coming, I can barely wait. Blow him up! Hit him with a blight! We're doing okay. Don't have the superpowers that I always feel like I should have at any given moment. Okay. Seems like the best thing to do is to start with my ultimate, which means I should try my very best to not get entangled in another encounter without my ultimate. But I also don't want to be in like a spot where I'm hitting the wrong dudes. Good. Get them. Blow them up. You guys thought I was gonna blow myself up again, but I'm too smart for that. Jump right in. Yeah, let's go ahead and take him out. I don't need to be spending all this time with him. Good. Yeah, let them, you know, get all of their rage out. Let them slam the ground. We'll deal with all of that later. I can't be getting sidetracked. Fought the urge to do it, skin to skin, what the hell, here I go. Jump right in. Alright, well that was all I needed to do in there. I don't need to keep fighting these dudes, so I'm gonna run away! But But that's excellent. We finally got a power, and it was one that I actually needed, so I'm good with that. Let's take a quick look at these items because we are at the early stages, so these things need to be fluid. If they are better than what I'm wearing, then I need to swap them out. So, max life is most important. This one has it, but it's less than what I'm rocking. It does want armor. And then they want resistance to all elements, whereas this is just offering resistance to shadow. So I might roll the dice a couple of times just to see.
Neither good nor evil. How may I help you?
Get rid of that shadow resistance. I guess we can do the healing received because that's another thing that it says is useful. Whoops, I am getting lost everywhere. There it is. Okay. Why aren't you... That one. Okay.
What color and brilliance.
Okay. I don't believe I picked it up. I would have seen it, but we're looking for an aspect of cursed aura. Yep, didn't get it. Right, it's aspect of? Yes. So the helmet and the chest, those are the pieces that we are still missing. Before I get throwing everything away, let me just make sure. Okay, that's layered wards. And then on the weapon, we've got a two-handed sword. It's got the intelligence of max life, but it has critical strike damage, which is not one of the ones it's asking for. So we're going to melt it all down. Okay, so none of them that I needed, but that's fine. It's always good to get new ones and get other ones upgraded. All of that is fine. We want, in our chest, ranks to drain vitality. That was you. And then we also want lucky hit chance. I think drain vitality is going to be more important, even though it's only +1. Come on, baby. Oh my gosh. All right, last one. And we didn't get it, and it's useless, so that sucks. I truly do dislike tempering items. Is the worst. All right, well, we've got a useless chest piece on because it doesn't have the tempers that I want. But that's okay, that's okay. It was going to get replaced eventually anyway. I'm just bitter. I'm just a little angry, and they made me waste it. Okay, we're going to make our last thing be a quick run in the pit. And we're just going to go to a Torment 1 just to see if I can handle it. I've got enough to do 2 pits. But yeah, we're just doing this to see where we fall with this character.
Not much.
Come on, baby. Blow them up. How did I lose an ability? Ugh! I'm wasting time because I lost my blood mist. Alright, well, I guess we'll just put Decrepif... Why won't it... Alright, I am down an ability and I don't know why. Clearly, I did everything wrong. So this might end up being a bit of a failure. That is so bizarre. I thought for sure. Oh well, it is what it is. Yep, get him. Good. Blow them all up! It's so embarrassing whenever I ruin a build, especially when I don't mean to. Because then I'm always like, dang it! What did I do? I didn't mean to do that. That's okay. When we come back next week, we will be able to complete the season quest. Maybe. Blow their butts up. Good. Hopefully we can get them all blown up. Yep. Oh well. That's fine. That's fine. I would rather kill 3 dudes quickly than spend even any second longer than I want to with them. Okay, blow them up, please. Good. Let's go to the right. That's just my way. That's the way I like to do things. Ugh! I always forget I can't do anything if nothing is there. Take them all out, please. Come on, baby. Are you dead yet? Ugh. I gotta use my ultimate. It's the thing that does the damage, so I gotta use it. I don't like using it on one dude, but we gotta. I also don't know where that bubble is coming from. It's gotta be an aspect, because if it's what's his name, then that's a glitch. Right here. Only thing I have to blame is whiskey, women, and cocaine. Guess it's time I make a change. Try roll around and you're insane. Give it up, I can't. I'm wrapped around your finger, babe. Only thing I have to blame is whiskey, women, and cocaine. Okay, we're just trying to get through this. I don't know if I'm necessarily going to go into Torment 1, but it's nice to have it unlocked. I'm watching that cooldown timer to see if it really does go down when I'm using corpse consumption skills. Excellent. Woo, they're starting to hit me. Starting to hit me kind of hard. Only thing I have to blame is whiskey, women, and cocaine. Guess it's time I make a change. Try roll around and you're insane. Give it up, I can't. I'm wrapped around your finger, babe. Only thing I have to blame is whiskey, women, and cocaine. Get 'em. Get out of there! Since I don't have the blood mist anymore, I did not realize that I lost it. How did I lose it with one chest piece? I mean, obviously it had a skill or an ability. We're very close. Only thing I have to blame is whiskey, women, and cocaine. Guess it's time I make a change. Try roll around and you're insane. Give it up, I can't. I'm wrapped around your finger, babe. Only thing I have to blame is whiskey, women, and cocaine. I thought for sure that would be enough to get me through. I don't want to use my ultimate yet. Good. I can use it on the boss. Excellent. That was all I wanted. Was just to take him out as fast as possible. So, we're going to level up Essence, Gravekeeper, Abyssal, Eliminator, and Dominate. Those are the ones. And we're going to start by trying to get them to rank 15. Where was Essence? There it is. And then what's the button? I gotta head back here and look at this screen. Triangle. Triangle is the button. Okay. All right. We're not going to go to a one-handed weapon, but these boots, let's take a look at them before we end. Movement speed is the most important thing with boots, and this does not have them. And then it doesn't have anything else that I want except max life. So we are going to dump those and hope that it's got... No, I don't need shared misery. I keep looking at what I'm looking for. You can tell which aspect it's using by the title. So these Warlord Boots of Shared Misery, they are using the aspect of Shared Misery. And the Bone Weave Treads of Metamorphosis are using the aspect of Metamorphosis. So that's how I know which one it is. This one is Inner Calm. It's another one I am not using. That's okay. We can at least grab the next 3 levels on the Paragon board. Gonna go upwards and go in that direction. And then on our mercenaries, we are going in this direction. And you have not ranked up yet, but that's okay. You are done. We don't. His ranking up is just to get him to the place where he is giving us regular rewards. Whereas Subo, I actually need to kind of nurse through his ranks. All right, well, we did it. I need to figure out what I did wrong with my skills because I lost Blood Mist, and for some reason it was not allowing me to equip. Whoops. Let's try. Okay, I guess it was because I was in the pit. They were like, no, you can't put an item on in the pit. That's weird. But it's also weird that they had me... I shouldn't have closed that. Let's find it. Okay, so I guess it was on its own. It's just weird that this is one of the assigned skills, and we never put any ability points into it. I don't know why that is. That's where I'm a little bit like, you're putting a lot of faith in equipment, but that's what they're doing. And I don't know which piece of equipment I had that gave it to me, because I don't have anything that gives it to me now. But yeah, we have now unlocked Torment 1, so I might as well get it selected. Because why not? We've unlocked the priority quest for the Dark Citadel. We've got lair bosses. These are things I might do on my own time just to have them done with. Because this is the end of Diablo for the week. Tomorrow, I do have a stream also going from 3 to 6 p.m. That one's going to be Path of Exile. I keep saying this, it might be the last time we do Path of Exile. If I replace Path of Exile, it might be replaced with Diablo until we finish the season. But I do want to give Path of Exile one last chance because, you know, obviously people love the game. The game has its fans, it has people who sing its praises. I'm going to try to figure it out tomorrow. But if I'm still not getting it after 3 tries, then we're going to cut it from the schedule. So make sure to hit that follow button and turn on your notifications so you can watch me struggle to play Path of Exile. If you have enjoyed yourself and you want to support the channel financially, the best way to do that is to hit subscribe. There is a button above my head that allows you to use your Amazon Prime subscription if you are sitting on a Prime subscription. If you're watching in the future on YouTube, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. You can leave a comment as well. I am always down to read your comments. If you're into podcasts, I've got one. It's called Potato Chip Pictures. It is a movie franchise review podcast currently looking at the James Bond franchise. We have an episode up about GoldenEye. And then tonight, I need to edit our episode for Tomorrow Never Dies. So if you want to check out any of those, check them out on your favorite podcatcher. It is an audio-only podcast, and you can find it anywhere. If it is not on your favorite podcatcher, let me know, and I will figure out how to get it added. All right, my dudes, I will be back tomorrow, and I hope you guys have a wonderful night. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.